everyone, welcome back. My name is Dustinkreis, and today we are going to do a game discussion. We're going to talk about this game right here, Dynasty Warriors Gundam 3 for the PlayStation 3. And I don't know if it's on the Xbox or not, because I haven't done the necessary legwork, but that's something you can do out there. But anyway, you haven't even seen me pick up this game yet, because I haven't done the pickups video. But for some reason, this game was just burning a hole in me. I went out and picked it up. A lot of people was talking about Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn that was just released on PSN. And, you know, I've never really gotten into a Dynasty Warriors game before. However, I used to be an insane Gundam fan. It's a video that I kind of want to do in my brother's basement in a bunch of boxes. I have just a ton of the Gundam figures and the Gundam model kits, and I really kind of want to do a video over my Gundam collection, because it's kind of one of those things like Magic the Gathering that I was really into, and then I just kind of got out of it. And this game right here has, you know, reopened that wound, so to speak. I am like absolutely insane about Gundam now. I've been talking Gundam with Steven and Alex, and my pickups video is going to have some Gundam things in it, and there's probably going to be Gundam things from here on out, because, man, for some reason I just forgot how much I actually love Mobile Suit Gundam. And thanks to this game, I'm now a complete Gundam addict again. But anyway, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this game right here, and like I said, Dynasty Warriors. Never really gave it a shot. I've seen people play it, and I know people really enjoy the games, but it always seemed really easy to me, or really just like, you know, what's the point? And then a little game called Hyrule Warriors was announced, and I kind of want to get that for my Wii U, and I thought, well, maybe I should play a Dynasty Warriors game, just to, you know, wrap my head around what the game actually is. And what better way to usher me in than something I used to love, like Gundam. And I put this game in, and this game is like crack. I mean, you just start and you get addicted. And I could not put this game down. I'm still playing it. I've completed like 2 of the... There's like 4 storylines. There's maybe a 5th one that unlocks. I don't really know. But there's 4 like main storylines for all these characters. And I've completed 2 of them. And I kind of want to complete all of them. And then there's all these extra bonus missions that you unlock, and this game is quite intimidating just because there's so much to do. However, if you don't like Dynasty Warriors, there's not going to be much for you here. I actually have found out that I actually really enjoy Dynasty Warriors. It's kind of a, you know, you come home from work, you've had a bad day, and you just want to sit down and relax. It's just kind of that kind of game. You put it in, and you just hack and slash through millions of enemies. And you don't really have to think about it. You just kind of sit down and have fun. You know, me being a big Gundam fan, I get to explore all these other mobile suits. And yeah, it's not a game that is going to set the world on fire. You know, it's weird how Dynasty Warriors... It's such a big series, you know, it's kind of like the Call of Duty of Japanese games, in that it gets like released every year almost. And in different forms, you know. I have Warriors Orochi up there for my Wii U. And, you know, Hyrule Warriors is coming out. I mean, it's a very big series, but you don't see a lot of people talking about it. I know RPG Swagman is a big... there's still plastic on this. Anyway, I know RPG Swagman is a big fan of the Dynasty Warriors series, but I just never gave it a shot. So let's go ahead and get into it. Talk about this game, because I've rambled on enough. We always start with a storyline in these game discussions. There is a story here. However, what this game is, it kind of takes all of the history of Gundam and mashes it together. Kind of like Project Cross Zone took all those different game series and mashed it together. And when it happens... in these big crossover games, the storyline makes absolutely no sense. You know, why is Armor Ray running around with Hero Yui? Who knows? Who cares? I just want to see the new Gundam fight alongside Wing Gundam Zero. You know, that's all I want to see. I don't care about the logistics of it. So, you know, there is a storyline here, and, you know, for big Gundam fans like myself, there's sort of a perverse, you know, I like to see Miliardo Peacecraft and Char, you know, running around together, or Ribbons, you know, running around with those guys. There is a perverse glee of watching all the villains team up on one side and all the heroes team up on the other side. You know, but in terms of, like, narrative and a storyline, you know, you will get into, mostly I skip them, to be honest with you, because it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense why all these guys are there together. But anyway, you know, Dynasty Warriors for me, I guess, has never been a real big storyline game. I know that, like, the original games have an overarching storyline with all the what is it, feudal China, I believe, is where the game takes place, and it's sort of a take on Romance of the Three Kingdoms. But for Gundam, you know, throwing it all together, it just kind of doesn't make a sense why all these Gundams are fighting each other. Who cares? We just want to see big robots beat each other up. But the gameplay, you know, you go into these levels, and they're very short levels in this game. I want to say, like, Dynasty Warriors has larger levels, because I remember watching one of my friends play Dynasty Warriors, and I thought the stage looked huge, and there's all these enemies, and they were kind of, you know, ducking and jiving around, you know. But for these, the stages feel really small, and there's not a whole lot of challenges to it. You just kind of move to different squares in the level and sort of fight to take over that square, and as you take over that square, you lower the enemy's battle effectiveness. So there is kind of a tactical element to it, but I'm playing it on the normal difficulty level, and the normal difficulty level doesn't really feel like a lot of challenge. It's just basically kind of sticking your nose to the grindstone and moving through the game. But however, you know, what I'm using this game for, which is just kind of relaxing after a hard day of work, you know, just sit down and mash up some Gundams, this is actually, you know, really refreshing in a way, because I was trying to play Shovel Knight at the same time, and Shovel Knight's a little bit more precise. It's a little bit more, you have to kind of be in its mindset in order to really enjoy that game. And, you know, coming home from work and being tired and just kind of cranky, I don't want to sit and play Shovel Knight where I'm just going to throw my Wii U controller because it's, you know, very challenging. I kind of want a game to unwind, and this is a great game to unwind. I don't want to say it's mindless, because it has a lot of negative connotations, but in a good way. It is kind of a mindless game. But yeah, you just kind of move through these stages, and as you beat stages with people, you unlock more pilots, and you find more mobile suits to purchase. And the whole thing, it's a big collectathon type game. And I know a lot of people get very against collectathon type games. But if you're a big Gundam fan like me, you know, you want to get the Epion, and you want to get the Turna Gundam, and you want to, you know, the Unicorn Gundam, which is actually one of my favorites to use in this game. I've never actually watched Gundam Unicorn, but man, using it in this game is a lot of fun, and it makes me really want to go out and, you know, buy that series and watch it. The graphics, there's a beautiful cel-shaded graphics that I think they dropped for Reborn. I think I read that somewhere. But I really like how the mobile suits are, at least with the cutscenes, they're kind of cel-shaded. The gameplay, maybe they're more realistic, 3D, blah, blah, blah. But when the cutscenes come in, they are extremely beautiful cutscenes. Maybe because I like seeing Gundams fly around. I don't know. In terms of the audio presentation, the music is kind of forgettable, to be honest with you. Whatever. Usually I have a YouTube video on while I play it, because I don't really care audio-wise what's going on in the game. The characters are voiced, and, you know, other people are better with voice actors than I am. I remember Steven was playing, which one was he playing? I don't know if he might have been playing Dynasty Warriors Gundam 1. And he was talking about how one of his favorite characters from G Gundam was there, but it was a different voice actor. So I don't know if they're all voiced by the same people or not. You know, sometimes I really don't have an ear for that. But, you know, it is fun seeing all the characters there and to have, you know, the voicing and things like that. But yeah, I picked up this game for like $20, $25 maybe. And I've more than got my money's worth with it. I actually really enjoy this. It's making me think about going out and buying, what is it, Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme on the PS4. Maybe not right away, but eventually. I'll definitely be getting Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn eventually. After playing this, I don't really need to pick up Reborn right away. Maybe wait for it to go on PS Plus or something like that. But yeah, this game, I'm actually kind of pissed off at it because it's like completely reignited my love of Gundam, so much so that I'm actually looking into buying a perfect grade, because I used to build these kits like all the time, and they used to be a lot of fun, and I've never got around. I mean, I've bought real grades, I've bought master grades, I've bought high grades, I never took the plunge and bought a perfect grade, and I kind of wanted the Wing Zero for a long time, the Wing Zero Custom from Endless Waltz, as my perfect grade. But now I'm kind of looking at the Mark II from Zeta, because, I don't know, there's just something about the bulkiness of the Mark II. And actually, now that I say that, I want to go out there and I want to play some missions with the Mark II in this. I reminded myself that I wanted to do that. But I think my first perfect grade will either be the RX-78-2 from the original Mobile Suit Gundam, or it'll be the Mark II, because it's probably going to be the Mark II. I really like the Mark II. And it's just kind of a basic Gundam. It's not even anything, really exciting. There's a lot more exciting, more exotic Gundams out there, but I like something about the, I don't know, just the basic Gundam-esque-ness of it. The how utilitarian it is. It's not flashy. It's just a machine for war. I like that about it. But I'm getting way off topic because this game has just, I don't know, man. I'm still addicted to it. I haven't really been playing anything but this. I kind of put Drakengard up because I got to the that final boss battle in the D path where it's a rhythm game, and it's taken me a while. I'm just going to learn the song and learn the button presses, because I used to be very musical. I used to be a marching band, and I was able to sight read and things like that. So once I get sort of the idea of the song down and where the button presses fit into it, I'll be able to do that a lot easier. But yeah, fuck. I was totally not planning on playing this game, but now I really want to go out there and play it. So if that's not a recommendation for some simple, mindless Gundam fun, I don't know what is. So anyway, guys, that is it for this video. I've gone on enough. Because I can sit here and talk about Gundam all day. I've been watching Gundam videos on YouTube, people building the model kits and all this stuff. It's just like, it's like getting re-addicted to heroin. That's exactly what it is. Fucking heroin. Okay, anyway, that is it. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time.